We discovered that we had a sinkhole when we decided to pull up the carpet in my daughter's room. There was a giant crack in the floor that ran literally from her window all the way through her bedroom and comes out into the living room. And then we thought, you know, this might be a problem. So we called the insurance company and decided to have it checked out. I was going through looking for different companies to fix the sinkhole problem underneath our house, and Helicon came up at listed A+ with the Better Business Bureau. And once I talked to Rich K from Helicon, I knew that they were the ones for us. So we went with Helicon. We decided to go with Helicon after I'd met with them because you know, I have a family, and you know, Rich K made me feel very comfortable. They have all their workers actually work for the company. Nobody is subcontracted out that comes in to work, and that was very important to me because I'm here with a child and I needed to know that the people that came in to work on my house were with the company. They knew everything about them and did background checks on them, and that whoever was coming to my house was safe and I could feel comfortable with them being there. The repair process, you know, they say expect the worst and you'll be pleasantly surprised, and I really expected this giant disastrous nightmare to come into our house, and it was so not what I expected. They didn't tear up our yard. They were completely wonderful, very respectful of our property, very respectful of us, and I could not have been more surprised at what was happening. I mean, they're putting grout underneath your house, so you expect, you know, there to be noise, and there was some noise, but it wasn't nearly what I thought it would be, and I was very pleasantly surprised. During the process, Helicon, you know, they have these big, you know, machinery going around and the cement trucks, and they did everything to take care of our property. The engineers had even said that it was the cleanest job site they've ever seen, and that they were very impressed with the work that they did. And they laid down boards to protect the grass. They laid down plastic to cement it to protect the streets and everything. I mean, it was unbelievable. It was nothing like I thought it would be. It was so non-invasive, if you will. I feel, oh my gosh, I feel so much safer in our house. When you first hear sinkhole, you think, oh my goodness, and then, you know, then you get told by the engineers, well, if there was something very dangerous, they would tell you you'd have to get out of your house. And then you don't realize how bad the sinkhole really is until they start pumping grout underneath your house. And when there's 15 cement trucks worth of grout getting pumped underneath your house, you realize it was a very big problem and it was an issue. And now that it's stabilized, it was like this giant weight lifted off my shoulders. I don't have to worry about my house falling into the ground or any more damage happening to our house as a result of it. And it's a giant weight lifted off my shoulders. When we first heard sinkhole, you get scared, you know, oh, the value of my house, but we've discovered that having a stabilized house in this market, especially in this market with the insurance rates going up for sinkhole coverage, it absolutely is more value to your home, because people now look to buy a house that's been stabilized so that they don't have that problem. Would I recommend Helicon? I have recommended Helicon. We live in a very sinkhole friendly neighborhood, if you will, and you know, our neighbors are kind of thinking, where do we go? And I actually told my neighbor that found out they have a sinkhole, because he saw our property and there was no damage. There's no grass torn up, and he said, my goodness, it doesn't even look like you had anything done. So I've recommended them to 2 people so far, and I would recommend them all day long. They made me feel comfortable. They respected our property, and now that they're gone, you don't know they were here, and it's wonderful.